Oh, hi, I'm Amber Valentine, and you're watching After the Chop. Tonight's theme was red carpet, runway, and then followed up by duets. So let's find out who won tonight and who sadly got that inevitable chop. Stay with us. I feel like I have to stop saying it, but I can't stop myself, so get over it. My obsession, Kenya Sanchez, and she won tonight!
I won again.
How are you feeling?
Finally. I feel like, bitch, it's been a long time coming. I haven't won since, what was this, 6 weeks ago? Something like that? I don't know, 4 weeks ago? A long ass time ago.
Yeah. Too long.
Too long ago. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy that I got another win under my belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me too. You were working with Lavish tonight.
I was.
And how did that, the whole partnership go?
It was really good, and it was a really good learning experience too. Because at first, I didn't know really anything about Lavish. I knew that she was sickening, so I was here for that. But I didn't really know anything about her, so I was kind of nervous about working with her. But we were talking to each other about some ideas, throwing some ideas, bouncing each other off each other's heads. And she was like, let's do Nicki Rihanna. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm here for that. She constructed the mix. She sent it to me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. I'll take care of the costumes. And we put our looks together. It was great. Yeah. So I'm really happy I got a chance to work with her. I think Lavish is sickening, so.
Yeah. Well, there was something too about the color scheme was super powerful. The orange and blue, because they're complementary colors, and then you were complementary to each other. It was so good. And then in your top lip sync, I couldn't keep my eyes off of you.
Thank you.
So amazing.
Thank you. It was also Beyonce Crazy in Love, which is also the very first song I ever performed to in drag.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So every time I hear that, it's let's turn up.
Yeah,
you know?
Totally.
So I'm excited. So it was a super good thing I had that song tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you ready for next week? Do you have ideas for the heroes and villains thing?
I am ready for next week. I had an idea, but Andrina stole my idea. Well, she claimed it first, really.
Wait, I told you to message her group right away.
I know, girl. I didn't have my phone. My boyfriend had my phone. So when I got my phone back, I had opened it up, get ready to type it.
Wait, which one did she take? Poison Ivy?
Yeah, she took Poison Ivy. I will be A-okay. You guys just watch and find out. I'll be fine. Trust me. That was actually, I think, honestly, I love when that happens, though, because that was the first idea, so that's something that's easy. And that's something also that everybody will think of.
That's true.
So now this gives me a chance to challenge myself and think of something that I wouldn't have thought of, and also hopefully open you guys to a new story and a character that you guys maybe didn't know before. So
very true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, whatever you do, I'm gonna love it. So.
I hope so. That's my idea every week. When I'm thinking of my mix, I'm like, bitch, is Amber gonna live for this? Because if Amber don't live for this, bitch, I can't do this. Right. You know? So I'm always so glad to hear when we all need that sometimes. We all need acclimates and just go girl. You know, that feels good for everybody, for all our services, you know? Mm-hmm. So I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Keep giving me my life. Yeah. If you give me my life, we give each other life. And that's because neither one of us had enough life in our childhood.
Right. Oh my God. Okay. I love you, Kenya. I can't wait to see you next week. Miss Kenya Sanchez, the winner. All right, I am sitting here with Lavish.
Hello, everyone.
Can you tell me about your night, your concept, your partner?
Yes. Me and Kenya were paired up, which I already was like, hell yes. Because I wanted to dance, I wanted to turn it out, I wanted to do it. So she suggested a Nicki song, and then I was like, why don't we do Rihanna? And then we're like, oh my God, they have collabed a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So we found a couple mixes of them, and then we were just like, this is great.
But she said you made the mix, right?
Yes. Yeah. So I really just tackled the mix, she tackled the costumes. We both just were let's divvy this up, and it just happened so naturally.
Yeah.
And we knew that our energy was gonna be so bomb together.
For sure.
Yeah, that we were just really trusting in that. But she knows how to dance.
Yeah.
I know how to dance, but I needed some direction, and she gave that direction. So it was a great collaboration.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Like, this competition is the first time in my life where I've been getting like chills over things. And literally, for some reason, the whole time you guys were performing, I just had these chills that would not stop going up and down my spine. And was like, this was just so, like, I was living for it. It was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, we had, I think it was really coming through was that we had such a good time doing this.
Yeah.
And we knew that we were both going to live for it,
Yeah.
and the energy was going to be there, so.
Right. Well, at first, I was kind of like, when you guys were doing like the giving each other a moment, I was like, ooh, is that a good idea? But then I was like, no, it was perfect actually, because it was like, it felt like a little bit like, ooh, are they like, they're not coming together enough? And then I was like, no, they like, this is all so planned, and it was perfect.
Planned.
Yeah.
They came together.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so next week we have heroes and villains.
Two.
You got ideas?
I do. There's obviously like superheroes and villains, stuff like that, which is like so prevalent in our culture right now. I
Right.
can pull from that. But like I'm also thinking of like maybe some like non-conventional heroes and villains.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to like maybe watch a few new movies and
Yeah.
see what's like really like gonna grab my attention.
Yeah.
Maybe like do something different. My gears are turning.
Yeah.
And that's what I need right now because like honestly the book was the challenge and then I'm like blank out for a hot minute, and then I come to you, and I'm like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
And it's like not it at all. Come with something completely different.
That's how it always goes.
Yeah,
but. And also, you slayed on Sunday or Saturday at brunch.
Thank you so much for coming. That was so nice to see you all.
Oh my God, I was so happy to see you performing.
Thank you.
Oh,
It was
amazing.
so
Yeah.
fun.
Okay, so come next week. Check out my girl Lavish. It's gonna be amazing, guys. So.
Follow me, please. I need the followers.
All right, here I am with my sis Adriana Fonta. Tell me a little bit about your night.
My night was really awesome. I did my runway was Casey Musgraves at the Met Gala 2019 Moschino. For the theme was like camp for the Met Gala this year.
Yeah.
And she did like this little like nod to Barbie, which I thought was just like iconic, like so cute. She's a country artist, but like the nod to like Barbie was just like so cute. Like she wrote it on a Corvette. If I had the coin, I would have too wrote it on a Corvette. But however, I just walked down those stairs, and you know,
Close enough.
close enough. And then for the duet, it was Allegra and myself, and we did Gaga and Beyonce, and I thought it was super cute. We got good feedback from the judges. However, my good Judy Allegra didn't end up in the bottom, which I was so sad about. I was safe, I guess. But here we are. I should have been on top because I was ready to not lose my wig tonight. This is literally stapled to my skull. So I was literally ready.
So next week, what are you gonna do? You don't have to give us your ideas for heroes and villains, but like, tell
I
me.
literally already sent it to the group text because last year, Windy Breeze literally stole all of my f***ing ideas.
The same. I was wanting to do Poison Ivy last year too.
So I literally, you already know. You
Yeah.
already know.
'Cause-
I already was like, as soon as I saw, I was like, babe, go get my phone. I'm sending my shit to the group text immediately. And Kenya was like, are you sure you want to do Poison? I was like,
Because she wanted to do it.
yes.
Too.
I was like, yes, God. Yes, I do. I want to, for sure, 100,000% do Poison Ivy. And I'm also doing something else. I'm not telling you. You got to be surprised. I want you bitches to come. We got to fill this bitch out.
She wants you to come.
Come
Ladies
in
and
my,
gentlemen.
to the top, to the top.
To the chat. But that's great that you already know what you want to do.
Yes,
mean,
I
that's
really
a
do.
leg up, I
I'm
think.
so excited. This is like right up my lane, my alley, my driveway. It's right up there. I'm super excited. I love. You guys probably don't know this about me, but I do love cosplay. I love heroes and villains and comic books. I have like 1,000 of them. I have so many comic books back home at my parents' house. Me and I have two other brothers, and we like collect them. So it's like I'm so excited for this this week. I'm ready to smash.
All right, it's gonna be incredible.
Yes.
Adriana Fonta.
Love you all. Good night and goodbye.
And God bless.
And God bless to all. Good night.
All right, here I am with Miss Lemon LaCroix. Tell me about. Oh, sorry.
Hi.
Hi. Tell me about your night.
It was super fun. I worked with Mickey, who's exactly who I wanted to work with. Like,
Yeah, I remember you mentioned that last week.
Yeah, so I was super excited to work with her. She, like, I've known her, like, way before we started the competition. Like, I knew her right when I started drag, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, like, we go way back. So it was really cute having to work with her this week. And once we figured out that we were doing duets and we were together, like, the first thing I did was I walked up to her and I was like, we're doing Enough is Enough by Barbara and Donna, because I know she's a great Donna and I'm, like, pretty good at Barbara. So, you know, it was like a match made in heaven.
Okay, so you were safe.
Yes, I was.
Safe. Okay, yes. And which is, you know, at this point, it's like save top. It doesn't really matter as long as you're moving on. You know, it's getting harder and harder. So next week of Heroes and Villains, what are you thinking?
I'm really having a tough time thinking of something. I have, like, some ideas for, like, I want to try to go a little bit more different with it, because I feel like, you know, everybody's going to do a little, like, Poison Ivy Catwoman moment. I want to see if I can, like, try to find, like, a good twist on a villain or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, just saw Kim's full, just a little bit.
You like it?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right.
How romantic.
I know. We have a special relationship, Kim and I. And you look so beautiful tonight.
Oh,
by the way.
thank you.
Yeah.
So do you. I love
thank
all
you.
this green. It's
Thank
so
you.
pretty.
Thank you so much, Lemon LaCroix. Oh. Well, welcome, Mickey Mirage.
Hi.
The trumpet. It makes me think of that. A little bit of Monica in my life.
Ooh, Chanel number 5.
Yeah.
Honey. Not to be confused with number 4, because we don't like her.
Oh, no, God. All right, tell me about your night tonight.
So, fun fact. Last week when we were talking, I made a little joke to Lemon LaCroix about busting her kneecap in, and we were actually paired together as a little duet. So, it was great. I loved being Lemon's partner, and she had the same thought that I did. I've been waiting to do Donna Summer in this competition, just didn't know when, and she immediately came up to me after we talked, and she was like, Mickey, you do Donna, and I'm gonna do Barbara, and we should do this. And I was like, that's so funny. Literally just listened to that song yesterday. Let's do it.
Well, she also named you as her number one that she'd want to work with.
That's true. I
Yeah.
mean, everyone did. I watched the tape, and everyone was like, I want to work with Mickey. Little did I know, they only wanted to work with me so they would be in the top and I'd be in the bottom.
Oh. Well, you pulled it through.
I
That's
sure
what
did.
matters, you
I
know?
did.
Yeah.
I did. It was interesting being in the bottom tonight. It was unfortunate, but it's how the cookie crumbles. As I said, I think it was week 2, week 3 maybe. I had said on the after the chop, I was like, bringing people is a huge part of these kind of competitions, and that is my biggest weakness and something that I want to like work on and keep pushing myself to do. But it worked out because the song that I wanted to do of the top or bottom songs was my song.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, y'all want to see how this song is served? Well,
Exactly.
take notes, bitch, because I'm here to serve it.
Right. One part of it too, I think, was like I admit that I didn't get your number because I didn't know the backstory of it. You know, so I think maybe that was like a little factor of it.
We really polarized the audience. There were people born before 2000 and people born after 2000.
Yeah.
If you're a gay person and you don't know who Donna Summer and Barbara Streisand are, like, I'm sorry, but figure it out. Like, the rest of us are here and you just need to meet us. Because right now you're living your life like this. And I want you to live your life like it's golden. So, like, recognize your greats. Recognize the people who made the paths for you to come
Totally.
here. But no, I agree with you. Like,
Yeah.
it is kind of show tunes and, like, it's disco, so it's 70s. Like, not everybody knew who they were. But back in the 70s, those were the it girls.
No, I mean I
That
knew-
was Ariana Grande
Right, of course.
teaming up.
I knew
with
who they
Britney
were.
Spears.
I just didn't know like the references with
Yeah.
like the cake and stuff like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of like plugged into the songs because we did MacArthur Park and Don't Rain on My Parade because the whole thematic line, the storyline was rain.
Yeah.
Now, I thought it was simple enough that people who don't know it would get it because it's like we're talking about rain in every single song. So let's just have rain.
Yeah.
But
I don't know if it was at this point with an amazing top 6 like this. I don't think it's a matter of people not getting it as much as people voting for the friend that they want to see in the finale.
Sure. Yeah.
We've crossed that threshold where we're at, like, all of us are great. All of us deserve to be in the finale. All of us are amazing. Now it comes down to the wire. And until the finale day, it's going to be who do you want to see in the finale the most because you know them.
Right.
You know? That's where we're at. And I'm just going to have to bug all my friends to start coming out. Most of them have, like, jobs. All the other contestants hang out at, like, lower whacker.
Either that or pull a Lola Madison where you literally just, like...
That's true.
It doesn't matter if I'm in the bottom, I'm just going to keep winning.
That's true. I will tell you this. Last time I was in the bottom, it worked out in my favor because everyone was like, wait, how was she in the bottom and she did that good?
Yeah.
And then they realized, so the next week after that, they all voted for me.
Right.
So I was like, all right, well.
You're gaining fans. Yeah.
I'm gaining fans. Next week, it's our first week where we have to do 2 numbers.
Yep.
So that's already crazy, but cosplay is my shit. I love cosplay. I do
Same.
cosplay regularly. This weekend, I'm going to be doing cosplay. So that's really exciting. It's a great theme, but also it's a theme that I can rise to easily.
Right.
But that makes me want to go even farther and bring it as hard as I possibly can.
Totally. All right, well, can't wait.
Thank you. Did I tell you how beautiful you are, by the way?
Stop. So are you.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's called fishing, kids.
No, I hate people be like, so are you. So I'm like, you don't have to say it just because I say it.
No, you have to say it because I said it.
Okay, you are beautiful though anyway, so. All right, thank you, Mickey
Thank you,
Mirage.
Amber.
All right, here I am with someone who I not only love as an entertainer, but has, like, I feel like become like a real friend of mine.
Yeah, for sure.
Miss Allegra D, and sadly she is going home tonight, but I'm so happy that you got a second opportunity to show what you could do because you did slay it tonight.
Yes, thank you. I am so happy because shouldn't have gone home the first time, but I'm very much, tonight was like, okay, let's go home, whatever. But yeah, it's so much fun coming back. Like, I'm so happy I came back, and working with Adriana Fanta was so much fun. She's hungry.
Yeah.
Y'all better watch out because Adriana's hungry for this crown.
Yes. Your number was
That was sickening.
yeah, it was very good. You guys, your choreography was so down, and it wasn't just a little bit of choreography. Like you had a lot of
We had
choreography.
you know how like everybody's like, oh, that choreography moment. We had like 3 or 4 choreography
Yeah,
moments. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're sad to see you go, but do you want to plug anything or?
TBD, but I think I'm at Charlie's this Saturday. Let's see, for a little competition. What else do I want to plug? Yeah, just follow me. It's Allegra D. Just got a new job, so I'll be doing that, figuring out my drag life and that boy life. You know, not as fun, but you know.
And she's got a hot
the
little
bills.
boyfriend too, so she's got a lot
Follow
going
him
on.
too.
For her.
You'll see.
Just can't wait to see what you do in the future because I know you're great.
Yeah.
All right, for the first time, we have some audience members that just happen to be 2 of my best friends. We have Miss Claire, and I will have your Instagram down here, and Aldo.
Hello at not yet. Okay,
No,
sorry.
you don't have to say it. It'll be on the screen.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to hear. I know last season you guys came to support me pretty much every week, and this season you've been coming almost every week just because you love the show so much.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily know anyone or come to support anyone specific. So I want to know. Let's start with you, Claire. Who have been your favorites so far?
I think that like Kenya has every week has just like blown me away. I think that like Adriana also has really blown me away. Lavish is also one that like I remember the first week I was like, oh my god, her makeup is amazing, and then each week I'm just like, they continue to impress me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tonight you think the same?
Yeah, those 3. I think that like this week I was like, Kenya really blew me away this week. Yeah, from like the runway to the duet and even like the top 2 performance. I was like, get it, girl. Beyonce would be proud.
All right, Aldo?
I wish I would have gone first, but it's fine. I completely agree. From the beginning, Adriana Fanta, from this season compared to last season, nailed it out of the water. I even texted her and I was like, you're different And she was like, I just feel like this season I'm not impressing the judges. I'm doing something for myself. And she's been killing it every single time. And then Kenya, again, another person that's just a powerhouse. Every single week she does something different. Makeup, hair, choreo, everything is always something different every week. And those, for me, those are my top two. Lavish is gorgeous. And she's body, yaddy, yaddy. I just realized that today.
Just realized that today?
Yes, I saw her and I was like, what are those moves? Who is she? So those are my top three contenders, but it's anybody's game.
All right, so as just strictly as a viewer, what do you guys want to see out of like the next week's challenge, which is heroes and villains? Because you have judges' opinions and the hosts' opinions and the contestants' opinions on this show, but like, what do you want to see?
I think that something that is different from last season to this season is that there are not as many stunts and gags this season as there was last time. So like I think that the villain and superhero is a perfect example of how you can, like, I want to be like, wow. I want to see something that I'm not expecting, right?
Yeah.
And I think that like you can tie it really well with the villains and superheroes. So I'm excited to see how each queen ties their villain and their superhero together, but then also like wows us, you know?
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh, well said. Although,
sorry, I stole your answer again.
Next time I answer first. They've had struggling with knowing the words to each lip sync, so I just want them to either be able to keep the mask on or take it off and be like...
The bare minimum, you just want them to know their words, that's it?
I want them to know their words for each of these songs, and then you could add on every other layer, but I think that getting that part down
well, I mean, that's
will
like
100%
necessary.
help out the entire show. And then any gag for me, wig under a wig, reveal, lights go down, will literally make everybody gag and be like, yes. And I'll throw them another $20 bill.
All right, thank you. This was fun. I'm happy you guys sat down with me. So, Claire and Aldo, I love you guys so much. All right, here I am with your hostesses, Kim Passable and Veronica Pop.
That is I. You got my name right, so it's hot.
Literally one time. Anyway, okay, so tonight was, I missed the runways because it was like 2 seconds long. But
actually 3 seconds, but
can you tell me who was your top runway look?
I love Lavish. She did Celine Dion the backwards
I
white
thought
suit.
about that. Yeah,
that was hot. Who else was good?
I liked Mickey.
Yeah,
she
Mickey.
did Amber Rose.
Yeah.
So she had like a little chain nudity
Ooh,
moment.
yeah.
And her hair was like, she totally styled her hair really like hot.
like her actual hair. So that was hot.
Actual hair was really good. She was definitely serving it, the whole thing. Kenya's was really nice too, and her description was really funny.
The cam.
Yeah, she did it so like Camila Cabello wore this on the runway, but she borrowed it from me and she had it altered to fit her no ass, so I had to get it back, and I wore it better than all of Fifth Harmony. Blah blah blah. Like it was like just like it was a lot, and I liked it.
One that was like interesting to me, and I don't like throw her under the bus, but Lemon was a choice.
Oh, what was it?
It was like she tried to do like a spin-off off of Ashley Tisdale. Do you know how like she used to wear like Uggs and like a weird sweater for the in, like early 2000s? But like I've seen like almost all of the looks from Ashley Tisdale, and it wasn't too
spot on.
It wasn't spot on. It was like, you bought it on Wish,
right?
Like the low budget one,
right?
Which I was shocked because Lemon always brings it every week.
Right.
So I was like,
well, she tried it,
and she won last week, so that's why I was
Right.
like, she probably got too confident.
I think I know what she was going for. I think that like we know her as being the girl who shows up with like the looks and all this and all that. So I think she was trying to do the like, let me do like a swerve, bold statement, funny moment, and like it like could have paid off, but it just didn't. So
I mean, it was funny.
Did she have like those rough bangs at least that Ashley Tisdale always has?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I think it was accurate. It's just like it's. I don't know. It just didn't land. It's okay. It's okay. She came back. She came back fighting.
Also, there's a shout out to this. Like, there's an Instagram account that's like early 2000s fashion, and it is like the funniest shit. Like, people were just dressing as strippers, like thongs out, like boobs
My
out.
favorite was like Britney would literally walk the. Imagine nowadays walking the red carpet in jeans. Britney would wear jeans and like a crop top.
Yeah.
And like no makeup, and then
and a hat, like a weird
and then
hat.
Mandy Moore would have like the weirdest hat on.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, my favorite fashion was the boy bands,
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Oh my, they would literally wear like jeans and like a shirt with like a tux over. Choices were made in the early 2000s.
I kind of missed the whole like thong sticking out moment.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like,
you
get
it
thong
felt like
out.
a whale's tail,
Yeah.
right? So like you'd have like a baggy little pant moment that would just kind of like sag a little, but you had your thong be hiked all the way up.
Yeah.
I just remember being in what was this store, like Strawberries or Sam Goody or one of those CD stores, whatever, and like the girl would be like stocking CDs. She's working there and her thong's all out, and I'm like 6, and I'm like,
No, what was Tower Records?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
same deal,
yeah.
same deal.
I would always go. That's when Britney released like in the the Britney album with Slave
Yeah.
for You, and I was like, everyone looked like Britney. Either
Yeah.
everyone looked like Britney or everyone looked like
They
Christina
had their like
Aguilera.
midriff, little midriff,
Yeah, yeah.
tall thong,
Yeah.
big pants,
A tall
tall thong, big
thong.
pants, midriff moment.
Tall,
Blondish.
long thong.
Some frostbite type of
Literally,
tips.
the girls
Yeah.
were blonde and the boys had frostbites.
Wait, frosted tips.
Frosted tips.
Yeah, that's what we meant.
No, I do miss the thongs. Okay, so after the runway we had duets, and tell me like, well, there are only 3 to choose from, but
Yeah.
can you rank them in order?
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Kenya and Lavish, Adriana Allegra, Mickey Lemon. But that doesn't mean that as a collective that was the ranking. It's Kenya and Lavish were both the best throughout the night. That's why they were both on the top. And then I thought Adriana was very, very strong in hers. And then I thought Mickey was very, very, very strong in hers as well.
I disagree. I feel like the top was Kenya and Lavish. The bottom, the second was Lemon and Mickey, and then the bottom was Adriana and Allegra. I felt like from production wise, that's how it was. Like the first one, the lowest one, brought the choreo, 2 songs. The second one brought props and like couple songs, and then the top brought like all the songs, and like they were matching. Like it went down to like their makeup was matching, which
Yeah.
is like super good because girl, you know.
Ooh, yeah, with Kenya.
Telling me to
yeah.
do a different eye, girl. Like today, I didn't do a bottom line. I'm like, girl. They challenge themselves just beyond just the performance, where it's like maybe you should like tweak this look, because at the end of the day, you never know if that eye will look good on you. So
Yeah.
True, yeah.
I had like a sense last week that when we paired Kenya and Lavish that there was like, like we don't really know each other, we don't really know how this is gonna work, how we're gonna meet halfway, and I feel like then like that's what we wanted, kind of was everyone to be a little bit off guard, and they really met halfway and just brought out the best in each other. They brought out different facets of each other. I've never seen Lavish dance like that before. Like it was great.
Actually, yeah. Sorry, I never heard how you guys picked the pairs. Did they draw or?
So we did the girl groups a few weeks ago, and it was Mickey, Kenya, and Allegra, and then there was Lavish, Adriana, and Lemon. We took those groups and basically put them against one another. We paired them with the opposite of the group, basically. So people that were kind of random that we felt like they haven't really warmed up to or opened up to, we put them together. We also tried to find like some commonalities and some sort of like differences that we wanted them to work through. If that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the pairs, but I will say I agreed with you tonight in terms of the order. Just because I thought that Mickey and Lemon, they looked amazing and the energy was amazing, but I was just kind of confused about like the theme. I didn't understand.
I got the theme. They had all the props, you know, about like the leaving your cake out in the rain, MacArthur Park, and then raining on my parade. Like they tied it in very well, I thought.
Wait,
but I
what's the
think
cake?
the cake is from MacArthur Park, so like someone left the cake out in the rain and it's green icing.
Oh.
They go through the whole like
Yeah,
details
Mary.
describing it. But like you have to be like an old school gay to
Yeah.
get it. I'm one at heart, but a lot of people didn't get it, which
I love that.
that's okay. But I mean, I guess part of drag is like having a concept and then being able to communicate it to people. And so like, yeah, it touched me, I got it, I understood it, but it didn't reach everybody. And so you have to take into consideration that
concept versus execution. Sometimes they have to marry each other, and if they don't, then they just don't.
Yeah. Maybe if I saw it, I would have loved it. I don't know.
Can I give you a random fact?
Yeah.
So I love Donna Summers. I never knew her until
Just Donna Summer, no S.
Donna
Summer.
Donna Summer. I knew of her. I didn't know her until about like 2013 because I hooked up with this guy that had a boyfriend. And the boyfriend was in the living room sleeping, and he was playing the greatest hits. And my favorite song of the whole album was "I Love to Love You, Baby." And then I heard Beyonce do it, and I was like,
Yeah.
So
You
I
knew she
do
got
a
me. You knew she was
Oh yes,
sampled,
but
yeah.
she hits home.
We'll put it that way. Yeah. Okay, so next week's theme is
Heroes and Villains.
Yes!
I love it. It's a cosplay show. That's my gig. So they performed twice. We did this last season too. It was a big hit. We loved it. So they have to pick a hero from any sort of media, whether it's cartoons, comic books, movies, books, whatever media, and then a villain, same standards, and they have to do one of each.
I already know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do Harley Quinn because we just watched the movie.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey.
If you're doing a villain, I gotta do a hero then, yeah?
Yeah. Kim Passable.
I like the bad guys. They're so much hotter.
You could do like Catwoman or something like an anti-hero, because that's an anti-hero too, right?
I could. Yeah. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
I'm looking for good cosplay. Channel the character. You don't have to like look like them. Like normally I would say like for a celebrity, like we're looking for likeness. For cosplay, I feel like it's so open-ended. Like it doesn't matter like what your race, your age, whatever, like gender. If you're cosplaying someone, I'm caring more about like the costume itself and like are you serving it in that look? Are you like giving me that character? I don't really care as much about like your physical features. Like if you're doing a character that's like super muscular and you're not that, I don't really care. Just are you serving the energy of that character?
Yeah. Or for example, I did Storm for Heroines one time, and clearly I'm white.
Yeah.
But I love her, so.
I'm also looking for people to not change don't change your foundation.
Don't.
But she did not. She did not. So.
Anyway, okay. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
Veronica Pop. All right, here I am with your judges every week, Miss Miranda and St. Mark's.
What's up?
Oh boy, someone's got an attitude already. And
Every single day.
our beautiful guest judge tonight, XO Carrington.
Hi, baby.
Okay, so I like to start with the guests usually. So tell me about who you thought was the standout tonight. And I know they were in pairs, but I'm going to talk about like individually.
I would say the best of the night would definitely be. I'm still going off of groups. I know that's not what y'all want to hear, but Lavish and Kenya.
So who did you think out of the competitors tonight, like which you can say group or individual, but who did you think was the weakest?
I would say the weakest group was definitely Allegra and Adriana. Sorry, hate to say that.
Okay.
Please stop talking to EXO, please.
All right.
I hate being mean. I don't like it.
Switzerland, I know.
I know. Okay, so Miranda, tell me your top and bottom.
I would have to say that my bottom, I would have to agree with EXO. It was for me, Allegra and Adriana. I think they had a story, but it wasn't as much of a solid story as the rest of the girls. But I also felt like, okay, if I'm gonna be shady, I'm gonna be it for 10 seconds, and it's because their outfits were literally white leotard, like that you can literally buy at that place that we shouldn't be shopping at. And
I hope not.
So I was like, their choreo, their dancing was phenomenal. It was just like, when you think of Gaga and you think of Beyonce, they are such two polished performers. So when we saw them do that number together, that was a moment in time. And I would say for tonight, that was not a moment in time. Don't get me wrong, I love both those performers. I think they're very, very strong. But I just thought it was a little lackluster for what I know those two can bring to the table. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then for my top tonight is definitely Kenya and Lavish. They killed it. They had times where they were working together, times they let the other person shine. I thought that was great. And then I can't deny Mickey and Lemon did a great job too, but I will have to say in that group, Mickey did outshine Lemon.
I'm sorry, baby. Mickey looked flawless, and the way she just carries herself. She was in the bottom today, and it only honestly comes down because she didn't have people here to support her, which is part of the show. But she still fought for that lip sync, and she won. But I thought she killed the runway. I thought she killed the performance. But the cookies, like she said during her interview, the cookie crumbled the way that it did.
Yeah.
But hey, we got what we got, and I definitely think Kenya was the winner tonight.
Yeah. Oh, same mark.
Yeah, so I agree. I think Kenya and Lavish were amazing. I think the unfortunate thing and what people may not understand about Adriana and Allegra, I think it's really hard because at this point you're not only putting yourself against everybody else that is gone, but it's also you comparing or you being comparative to what you have done. So I'm sitting there like, yes, it is a group performance, but I've seen what Allegra has done. I've seen what Adriana has done. I'm comparing it to your performances in the past, and I'm like, what did they bring as a group? So I think we've gotten flack in the past for feeling like groups weren't judged properly, but really we're like, look at the other two groups you went against. So you're your own competition at this point, but I would say that Mickey was unbelievable. She looked beautiful. Lemon was stunning. And Lavish has really grown in everything that she has done. So, I don't know, at this point, week 8, I'm like, it's less about what we are like saying and it's more about what you are doing as a performer, because if you are not enjoying it at this point.
What were you saying though, like, so if you're not enjoying yourself, what were you talking about?
No, we had talked we gave the critique that today, obviously, that when Lemon was performing, she was very nervous, very, like, shy. And you could tell she wasn't enjoying the competition.
Yeah,
she was
that makes sense.
But she's also someone who challenges herself, and I think she just needs someone. She's also a baby. She's a very, very talented baby. Like,
literally 20 years old.
So,
yeah.
But I think she just needs someone to say, hey, baby, like, you are, like we said today, you are that bitch. Stop being so much in your nerves because you want... They literally won last week, and I think for them, when they see that they're doing their group number, they're very concerned about like if someone's outshining them, and I don't think you need to do that anymore. Right?
Well, and who could, in that situation specifically, being with Mickey, who is a seasoned professional, I feel like maybe as a newer queen, you automatically feel like you take the back seat, but you don't. Like, you have such different
That's a good point.
pros to bring to the table, and it's like, that's, I think, what we wanted to get across to Lemon is you don't have to feel inferior to somebody because they've been doing it longer. Really, the beauty of what you do is that you're so new.
Totally.
The beauty of Lemon, and we've said this before, is she is so excited about what she does.
Yeah.
She comes with a fresh mindset.
Yeah.
She's creative. So really, they could have learned a lot from each other, and I really hope they did.
Yeah. So lastly, I want to actually touch on all three of you give a little bit of advice on, it doesn't matter about the next week's challenge. I would just want to hear about like what they can bring to wow you in general. So actually, you want to start?
I think in general, the next coming weeks are going to be about showing something different. Like tonight I saw a few different performers show something very different from what I've seen them do. I think it's going to be about showing something different. This is why the judges should not speak last.
Okay, Marks?
All right, so I will say what I've said in the past. Moving forward, it should be assumed that production is part of your challenge. It's going to be week 9. You can't come out here in a AliExpress simple ass outfit. No shade. And do and do one song, no mix. It is week 9. So you're sitting there like, what is not elevating me? What am I not doing? Like, why don't the judges like me? It's like, no, I think everything needs to be elevated at this point. So if you are a dancing queen, you need to be J-Lo status dancing queen. If you're a looks queen, that looks got to have money, period, and encompass everything that people are looking for. At this point, this is a competition. The audience has to love it, but at the end of the day, you know there are judges. You know how this works. Elevate your drag. The 1K ain't even about it. It's
really,
about
like,
every other booking.
I'm like, what do I
Look
got
at
the house?
this
And I'm
troll. Listen, only because you're wearing pink. You have had incredible opportunities. Pink hair, you know what I mean? Incredible opportunities since the chop. Lola, Adriana, now coming back. That's it. So the point is, like, the opportunities that come post the chop are insane. You've worked at multiple bars. It brings opportunities that newer queens some seasoned queens would beg for.
No, I completely agree with that. Like, I mean, I did a lot of competitions before this. Came in second place in every single one of them. But no, this was like honestly something that it changed my life. I didn't even know what I was really doing in drag it or how to like get into it, and I did this competition, and all of a sudden, all these doors opened for me. So like, it really is amazing, and I'm so grateful for it.
You're welcome.
All right, Miranda. Last but not least.
I think what I'm looking for next week is I want them to connect the dots. And what I mean is, I think when you're in a competition, you're kind of telling a story of like who you are as a performer and things like that. So if you start off by being the dancing queen, like kind of pull it through of like why you're known as a dancing queen. If you're known as a looks queen, like Marco was saying, pull it through. But also, I want to see a villain, a hero that connect, because I just think that when you're performing and you're like doing something like this, you want everything to make sense. You want to be memorable. Like they're gonna remember. Like, wait, this is the same bitch. Something that just makes sense, and I want to see that.
That's a really good point.
Smart. Yeah.
Just for me in general, I think for us when we're booking, we're looking at the different sides of your personality. We're looking at the different sides of your talent. But we also want two things that are relatable that we can contrast them. So if you're doing a villain who's from Mortal Kombat and you're doing a hero from Disney, for me that does it. It's like anybody can do that, but if you're like showing yourself all in one night, I think it'll show the guest, the audience, and show us like how versatile you are. And I think that's what I want to see. That's what I'm looking for. A story. I'm sorry, a story.
That was
something different.
Yeah. Something different.
Please end this.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, thank you for watching After the Chop. Thank you so much to XO, St. Mark's, and Miss Miranda.